That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, these two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was the defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other three teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down.
Coverage by Marco Wilson.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Howell.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now a timeout called for by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Howell try to pick it up on 3rd.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Murray now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray.
Finally biggest target, it's Trey McBride.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 44-yard line. They run behind center with counter. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Murray. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with counter. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demarcus Robinson, 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the end zone, here's Pringle.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd down throw for Howell. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 5.
The 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
Now Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Murray going to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Tackled on the play by Cameron Thomas. Now 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a...
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Howell on the QB sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Sam Howell
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to 2.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
A final shot before half for Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Second down, Howell now. That one caught by the... And now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble! And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On third down, it's Connor. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. Howell.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, Those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And Howe will throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation, but let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game, like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Connor up the middle. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 7.
Now Murray throwing on second down.
At the 41-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going for it. It's Murray.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Howell throwing on first down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marco Wilson.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On the handoff, Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Moore, the man in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, again to counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Ertz over the middle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Murray. And he is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Murray off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after the ice is down, he's going to be a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But it looked like it marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. On play action, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. Inside the 20.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he is into the end zone for Jackson Jr. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Murray.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw is Murray.
And this will be swung out here for Connor.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Murray sets to throw on fourth.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
Back to throw, Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Murray and company going for it on fourth.
Able to find Ertz, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Murray to throw.
Finding Ertz again.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Plenty of time and two timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Now Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Here's Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Steps away. And here he'll get it to 7. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.